What's up, guys? Excuse the mess here. I just did some trail running on Sunset Cliffs here, or attempted to rather. This video is about some true cons of living in San Diego, California. Everybody knows the pros, so I won't dig into the pros. This is the true cons. Obviously, you know, the cost of living is what's on everybody's radar. But I would argue the number one con is housing. Just finding a decent rental, finding a decent landlord. Obviously, buying a house is even harder, but even renting an apartment is really hard. Especially having, you know, in a medium or higher part of town. And there's been some big waves today. I just missed it, but so finding a decent rental is hard. Finding, you know, a good landlord or a good property manager. You might eventually find a decent apartment to rent, but you're going to have to you'll deal with a nonsense, you know, just a bad experience overall. So number one is the housing situation. Number two would be the overall cost of living, and that would be, you know, taxation, housing again, and then, you know, gasoline, price of gas, price of, you know, fast food meal, all those general metrics. So two, cost of living, and then three, one that people don't talk about is crowds. Everything's getting pretty crowded, and crowds go hand in hand with parking. Parking is often, I mean, this is a gray day in late December, not good weather, nothing. I had to multiple times, the trails here were clogged, and you know, not an easy run. But I don't know if this is the first time kind of trying to do a full trail run over here, but seems like more of a walking. But anyway, so yeah, number three is crowds, and a lot of people argue that that's a recent thing. The last, you know, 3 to 4 years, especially with COVID, a huge uptick with that. But I mean, finding parking at the beach, you can see it's just nonstop people coming in. And this is a slow day. This is a really slow day. If the sun was out, finding parking on the beach, really difficult. I mean, finding a, you know, a swell or some room to even surf is getting difficult. You know, depending on where you live, finding even parking at the grocery store is difficult, and things like that. Doctors, so parking's an issue. Crowds, that's a big number three. So those are the big three cons of living in San Diego.